guys, it's Erin. I'm trying a new lens and I can't tell if I'm really close, if I'm in focus because I don't have my glasses on, so I can't look in the viewfinder to tell if I'm blurry, because from where I'm sitting I'm blurry anyways. For today's video, I'm basically just going to talk to you about how my week went, and it's basically been a week from hell. I did put a primer on my face. I was like, okay, I have sensitive skin, so the primer just caused a little reaction. It's normal for me. I was wrong. That little red face reaction wasn't just a reaction to primer. So, I got an ear piercing 2 weeks ago Sunday right here. It got infected. Great, right? Yeah, terrific. So then I go to the doctor's. I get 3 antibiotics. Turns out I'm allergic to one of the antibiotics, but it took a week to kick in, and it kicked in that Monday night. So I'm trying to study for math. I'm trying to study for all my other tests because I have a time writing in English. I've got so much going on this week. Like every class is like test. Why not? So I'm stressing about that. And then I'm looking on my arms. My arms are turning red. These weird bumps are popping up. And basically I'm breaking out in hives. And that was cool. And I didn't want to go to quick care because I go to quick care a lot because for some reason I seem to get every sickness that goes around, which is great. And I have asthma, so whenever it's like windy out, my asthma kicks in too. So I go to sleep after taking a bath, rubbing calamine lotion all over me. I look just like a giant red cherry. I wake up Tuesday morning at 3 a.m. itching myself. My dad takes me to urgent care because I couldn't focus. At urgent care, I have to get a shot in my butt. Great start to my Tuesday morning. Basically, I get there and they're like, okay, we're gonna give you a shot to like calm down and everything. So I go like this with my arm. She goes, oh, not there, honey. 4:30 in the morning and I have to get a shot in my butt. Okay. And so I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to have to make up my math test because I've been stressing so much about it. I just wanted to get it over with. Okay. I just lost my train of thought. Cool. But they gave me a Benadryl. And Benadryls make you tired. So I got home. It was like 6 a.m. I was like, okay, I'll sleep for 30 minutes and then I'll wake up and get ready for school. I woke up at 9. Math was long over. So I show up to school and the day's almost over, but I only showed up because I had play practice and I can't miss that. So I went to play practice. Play practice was great. Everything's fine there. Wednesday I have a time writing. My time writing with a synthesis essay where my teacher would give you like these documents and you have to incorporate them into your essay. Okay, so basically these little documents, they don't fit into the essay. Like, I'm looking at it, there's a Bible verse, there's a quote from Helen Keller, there's something about how to write a book. And I'm like, none of these are linked together. And so I'm writing, like, on my third or fourth paragraph. She goes, okay, class, 10 minutes left. I have 3 documents incorporated, and I have to incorporate 4 more. So I start throwing in the most random crap. Like, I'm, like, talking about something about sleeping problems. And then I'm like, when Helen Keller said this, if you want to write a book, do this. And so my essay makes no sense. I'm pretty sure my teacher is going to be reading it and being like, why is she in Scholars English? Because that's what I'd be like if I was a teacher. Also on Monday, I forgot to tell you, I went to go get a hair consultant appointment. And obviously, I'm pretty sure you can guess what that hair consultant appointment was about. You'll find out what that means on Thursday, which is what I'm going to talk about right now. Thursday. That was yesterday. For some reason, I'm having trouble remembering. Okay. Thursday, every class was boring as heck, as every class usually is. We learned something in math that I actually understood without the help of my tutor, so God bless. Spanish, I hate Spanish. My teacher scares me. Third period's good. English was good. We didn't get back our essays, so we did play like this weird English game though, and I kind of sucked at it, but that's okay. I probably shouldn't be in Scholars English seeing how this class is going for me. Everything went good Thursday. Then after school, I went to go get in hair extensions. Okay, so my hair doesn't grow, and I'm so stressed that it actually kind of falls out when I go like this, like pieces just come out like in clumps. And so that's cool. I'm so stressed about school that I'm losing my hair. And I got them in, they fit my hair color perfect, and I love them. They're like the ones that are attached to your hair and you can't really see them, you can't take them out. And you can do anything you want with them, curl it, and I love that. These are the highlights of my week. This is the only thing that has gotten me through this week. And now we're on Friday. Now, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. How could my day suck already? Let me explain to you. First thing, this week was homecoming week, so we had like our dress up days, and all of that was good. Like, I look good every dress up day. Like, Today was extreme blue and orange because that's our school color, so I just wore a blue shirt because extreme, right? Yeah, no. But everything's going great. We have our homecoming assembly. That was hecka rad. Like, they had some alumni, and it was cool. My phone just went off. I have friends. Okay. I missed most of my classes today to do an alumni mass with the worship choir at my school. I go to a Catholic school, which was cool. My dad came, and it was pretty rad, and I was excited that he came because he sat here's the choir pews, and then here's him, and he sat right there. So I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, Dad." And yeah, I don't think my choir director really liked it. I'm probably going like this a lot. I'm just not used to having long hair, so I'm like, I feel like Rapunzel, and so everything's going good. The dance team performs, the cheer team performs, even though they screw up a lot. I think a lot of people got hurt. They dropped the flyers a lot. They fell out of their flippy thingies. But besides that, assembly is great. Except my math teacher is sitting next to me, which is kind of weird because I'm stressing about the math test I have to take after school. And so I'm just math test, math test, math test. And he's laughing at things going on. And I'm like, the guy next to me is going to kill me after he sees what I get on the math test. Because it was the only day I could make up my math test. Otherwise, I would have done it sooner. But we needed an hour and a half to do this test. An hour and a half to do a math test. Are you kidding me? So I studied. Let me tell you, I studied for this test like no other. I had hours of tutoring. I woke up at 4 this morning to study. I studied in math class because I was sent out of the room because they were going over the test. And I get this test, I'm looking at it. The first 7 problems, I'm like, oh yes, I know this, I got this. So I get the first 7 problems. I get to number 8, I look at it. I'm like, okay, so this is a hard one. Go to the next one. Okay, this is kind of similar to number 8. Go to the next one. This doesn't make sense. Next one, this can't be a fraction, but all I'm getting are fractions. Go to the next one. How am I supposed to prove it? Prove it by looking at it. I don't get it. So, long story short, I answered about 7 questions. There is about 15 questions, and the 7 questions I answered weren't worth very much. So, I'm expecting a 20% on my math test, which is pretty cool. Have that going for me. I also have the remake Monday, and I was kind of hoping to just put this lesson behind me and move on, but I can't. And this lesson is gonna kill me. It's gonna make me feel out of honors algebra. Or I wish I was in honors algebra. I'm in honors geometry. I miss algebra. Algebra was the homie. But yeah, I have the homecoming game tonight. I do not like football. I've tried going to the games, but I've never lasted because I get bored and my feet hurt because we can't sit down. My knees hurt. I'm like, I want to go home. I'm thirsty. It's hot. I'm smelly. People around me need deodorant. The sun needs to go away. It is fall and it's 90 something degrees out there. And I'm like, this is not okay. I'm going home. And I wouldn't go except for the choir. We have to sing the national anthem. So I'm going to do that, then leave, I think, because I hate the football games. Let me sit down, please. But I'm excited for next week because I just have a good feeling about it, that it's going to be okay. And I mean, if this week was so bad, I know that next week is going to be good because a week from hell means the following week is going to be a week from heaven. Thank you. Bye!